Hey everyone, it's Maureen Mahood, broker owner of Sell Your Home Charlotte here in beautiful Charlotte, North Carolina. And today we're going to do another in our series of how to use ChatGPT in your business. Practical pick. The subject that I picked is a little complicated. So I've tried this a few times and ChatGPT has not been cooperating with me. So I think I have figured out how I can do it. So I'm going to take you through it. So we're doing an email campaign using ChatGPT. So I am in the real estate business, right? So I own Sell Your Home Charlotte. And so every single time I use the subjects that I'm going to use in my business, of course, you can change the subjects. It's super easy to do that. So whatever it is that you do, just substitute the words that I use for what I do, and you'll get a different output, right? So we're just going to basically try and take you through the steps. And if you want help doing this, one-on-one, you can always reach out to me or put your questions in the comments. I am a self-proclaimed ChatGPT guru because I took a few classes and I use it all the time. I don't have all the answers, but I have most of them, or I can find them. So that's the way, because it's changing so much. Anyway, so I am going to share my screen. So today, again, we're going to do an email campaign. And so for me, it's going to be for first-time home buyers. And that means that, so for first-time home buyers, and so we're going to go ahead and create this campaign with a plugin called AIPRM. So in order to get AIPRM on your ChatGPT, you have to go to the Google Chrome store and download AIPRM. And it basically, AIPRM just adds a list of curated prompts and templates to your ChatGPT, so you don't have to write your own. So it gets you started. It is by no way means the end all be all, but it is a great way to get yourself started, so you can look at their prompts. So this is what it looks like. And I've already started email marketing in the search, so I can come up with what I want. And so it has actually 19 prompts for email marketing, or that kind of are associated with it. I have not played with all of these, but I will show you the one that I have been using. So it's this one, write an email marketing campaign. So I just click it and it's going to ask how many I want. I'm going to do a series of 5. I'm going to give it my business name. Before we hit go, I want to show you also, because we're going to use Canva for this one too. So I have Canva set in the plugins. You have to have ChatGPT 4 to have plugins. I also have Browse with Bing set up. It's new. If you go over here on your 3 little dots, you can enable your plugins, and you can enable the Browse with Bing, and then you can choose which plugins you want. So I have Canva. This is the Web Pilot, which I probably don't need because I have Browse with Bing. And this is VoxScript, which I use all the time because it actually will read your YouTube videos or any YouTube video out there. And it'll give you summaries. It can give you your transcripts. I mean, all sorts of things. One day, maybe the next one, I'll do something specifically just on VoxScript because everybody could use it. Okay, so I'm going to give it my industry, which is residential real estate. Real estate, Charlotte, North Carolina. My target audience is first-time homeowners, first-time home buyers that are on the fence. The reason why I want that is because we're going to try to connect with these people to just let them know that everybody's been the place where they've been. I'm going to tell it I want the emails to be long. And you have different frameworks that you can do. You could do PASS, IATA, which I don't know what that is. I can't remember. But PASS is basically pain, and then solution, and then storytelling obviously is, telling a story to to get a solution. I already have what I want it to create here. So I want you to create a series of emails using storytelling and about people that are on the fence about buying in this market. I'm gonna be really specific. A home in this market. The top 5 reasons that are holding people back. Make sure that you have at least 3 paragraphs. First is an introduction of me that creates trust and makes people feel comfortable working with me. Maureen Mahood, broker owner of Sellyourhomecharlotte.com. You can look at my about page to get information on my history. Then I want you to pick a pain for that first-time home buyer, empathize it with it, and then tell a story about how another buyer that had that pain and I saw, and then disarm and then solve it. And then I'm going to put and how I solved it. Solved it. I didn't have that on my last one. Make sure that you're speaking directly to the email recipient, put a placeholder for their name, and then make sure you're telling them that I've solved this problem for my clients more than once in the last 8 years of my experience, because basically if it's out there, I've pretty much gone through it. I mean, that's just the way of the world. If you've been doing something for a long time, you haven't, and you can't, because if there's something that comes up on this that I've never dealt with, I'm not going to use it, basically. But most of these things are going to be things that I've dealt with. So if you are new in your industry, or you see something on the list that you've never dealt with before, you know, you want to show integrity, and you don't want to claim you did something that you didn't do. So you can use other words instead of like, I did it. You can say things like, this happens a lot in our industry and this is how it's solved. You just don't make it directly reflect back to you. I can do that because, like I said, I've been in real estate for 8 years, almost 9 years. So if it's happened, I probably have dealt with it. All right, so we're going to hit go and make sure that the final paragraphs give a strong call to action, send people to my website. So I'm telling it what I want to do. So it's giving me the emails, telling me what days I should send them. So there's 5 of them. So now it's giving me the subject lines for the first email. Email is the first pain point. Introduction and the first pain point. So fear of hitting costs. So that's a good one. What is it saying for? Unlocking your secrets to your dream home in Charlotte, overcoming first-time homebuyer challenges with me, making your home buying journey smooth and stress-free. So it's basically going through all this. And it's the second. So this is where I was having problems before, because it wasn't really writing everything. It's just saying we'll follow the same structure. So let's see what it says at the end, because I really just wanted to write all these. And then what I want to do is put it in a table, because once I put it in the table, I'm going to add another column to the table. And I'm going to ask it to, suggest Canva templates and how I should tell my assistant to what I should tell her to put into them, to change them to be reflective of these emails. So let's see. It says, note, the subject 2 to 5 emails follow the same subject email when describing. The final email will also include a conclusion and a strong call to action. And then I'm going to say, okay, that's great. Can you write them? You write the emails. Let's see if it'll just write them. Can you write all 5? So let's see what it'll do. Of course, let's continue with this series. Subject line, blah, blah, blah. So it has the first email, the second one. Didn't rewrite the first one. So when I ask it to put it in the table, because I'm going to have it write it all out first, and then I'm going to ask it to put it in the table. So let's see what this says. This one is going to be decoding the complexities of home buying process, navigating the maze. David was overwhelmed with a multitude of steps, which is, something that every single buyer is. Together, we broke down each phase. Okay, that's great. That'll make a good graphic. Finding your perfect neighborhood. And I can also, oops, I didn't want to do that. I can also, so it's sending them to my buyers page on all of them. 1, 2, let's see, that's 3, 4, and 5, wrapping up the final hurdles. Okay, so this is great. Can you put them all on a table with 3? Great. Oops. All of these in a table for me with 3 columns. First one suggests clickbait subjects. Second, the actual email copy. Third, use Canva to suggest 1. I only wanted to suggest 1, and you have to tell it, because if you don't tell it, it'll suggest 3, and I don't really want to have 3 choices. I just suggest 1. Graphic, and then give detailed instructions on how to update the graphic or the email. All right, so let's see what it'll do. Hopefully it'll do this, and then what I can do here after it does that, I can send this actual table to my assistant and say, hey, I want you to create this is it email content for email 1. Let's see if I click on this, what it does. Nope, it just went back here. So I'm gonna have to go, and once I put it in, I'm just gonna have to go and copy and paste it back. This is the problem I was having before when I was playing with this. So, okay, black, modern, minimalist grid, marketing, email, newsletter, open the template, replace a placeholder text with the relevant content from the email, and customize a color scheme to match the branding of Sell Your Home Charlotte. So let's see, let's go here. Okay, so it's giving me this, which is good. And I could put the email in there. Second one is this one. So what did it tell it to do? It says open the template, adjust the imagery, and showcase Charlotte Homes, and modify the text to align to the email's message. So let's change this a little bit, because what I was thinking more, let's change the graphics to be more like infographics. So I can upload them into my newsletter. And it also tell me. Also, you go back and get the actual copy you wrote for each of these emails for the table. And let's see what it says. Canva again. Currently use a table with clickbait subjects. And I think, there we go. I don't know what. Oh, let's break. Okay. Okay, so it's putting that in there. Did it add? Nope. So here's more infographic. So I can go here to my brand section. I just want to, this is new, playful, professional, to play with that later. And I can change the colors to my thing pretty easily, and then I'll just have her go through, open the template, replace the placeholder with the relevant content of the email. Dot, 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 that's so weird. I am definitely gonna have to go back and just recopy them. I think it's just too much for, I've tried this before in other ones and it just doesn't work. It doesn't like it. So anyway, so once this is done, I'm gonna say, okay, let's copy this whole thing. And then I'm gonna go to an Excel document and I'm going to workbook, open this up. Oops. So paste it in here. Okay, so so the table wasn't working for me because it just wasn't. So I asked it to do it in a different format. It just wasn't copying easily into Excel. So basically I'm just asking it to list it out. I'm still gonna have to go back and copy, the emails that it wrote. But let me stop my share. Let's just go over. So basically what we did today is, we added AI PRM to ChatGPT. We made sure we had Canva in there at the very least as a plugin so that we could use it to go and get graphics for us and to explain what to do with those graphics once we get them. And then we put it in a list, and so we can take all those emails and we can create our campaign. So I hope that helps. It's a bit complicated when you're doing something that's more than one thing for it to write. So that's like just one thing. If you did each of those separately, I might do it for me like, okay, now write this email and then copy that and put it into the Word document. Okay, now write this one and copy that and put it into the Word document. You'll probably get better results that way, but the steps are go ahead and open ChatGPT, make sure you have your ARPM extension in there, find that actual prompt. So just in search email marketing, you can play with the other prompts if you want to. And then make sure you have Canva and then put in all your things and then start writing your emails so you can get it down to a science with this. So if you have like different funnels of people that you're trying to reach, once you get one right, you can go ahead and just say, okay, we want to do the next one. So, all right. I hope that helps. Maureen Mahood, broker owner of Sell Your Home Charlotte. And if you like the content that I did here, just go ahead and like my page, please, and subscribe, ring the bell, sellyourhomecharlotte.com. If you have questions or comments, please put them below, or you can always reach out to me. My contact information is always available in, all the descriptions. So I hope everybody has a great day and create lots of content. Bye.